There. Down. Up. Up.
Mr. Hay, more books for you on Singapore during World War II?
Good, the more the better.
How did I know he was going to say that?
I cannot begin to tell you what a thrill it is for a museum curator like myself to see great reference texts like these.
Ex-museum curator.
Sure, if you want to be technical. What is this you're reading for? James Regina Thompson. Hey, I read this. It's a great reference. Thompson. Hey, you're Thompson, right?
He was my father.
Oh, what's your favorite chapter of the book for you? Mine are the chapters covering Changi Prison.
I don't have one. I've never read it.
What's the reason for this attitude?
What?
You never read your father's life work?
His life. His research into his father's life and death in Singapore in World War II. His interest was in the dead, not the living.
Looks like you didn't get along well with him.
We got along rather well, I must say. Only for the few minutes I had with him for the last 20 years. I'm only reading this book because it might help me find my mother, who might not even be alive.
You owe me a drink.
I what?
For making me run after you 11 floors. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing really. I just found out that my adopted father is my real father after he dies, and I find out that he's cheating on my mother with another woman who gives me up at birth like a bad habit.
They had their reasons. All these years, he still brought you up. He loved you, I'm sure.
Then why did he leave my real mother? And why did she leave me?
Well, no use waiting here. Hey, you promised to help me if I help you. So, let's get to work. Come.
This place is so lush and green. I love it.
Actually, in the old days, there weren't all these trees. Would have blocked the view of the gunmen. Hey, you missed the box.
What box?
That brown box. It's not inside the sketch.
You are missing the forest for the trees, Mr. Hing. This is a beautiful fort.
Fort Siloso was one of 3 forts built to defend the coast docks and the harbour from any attack by hostile vessels during World War II. It is the only preserved fort left in Singapore.
What a pity to have a pretty place like this attacked.
Fort Siloso's construction started on a 4-hectare area in 1879 and was completed by 1885. Although from the 1880s to 1930s, the fort was constantly enhanced with armament and facilities, it was only by 1941 that it was deemed worthy of the name fortress.
He wrote to Chen Chui in this letter.
Chui Fen. Chen is the surname, like Mao Zedong. Mao is the family name. Here, family comes first.
Okay, so he wrote to Chui Fen in this letter and he talked about one of the dates.
Yes. He talked about how she was a Fort Siloso to him and he tried to break the barricade. She rejected him for a long time.
Hey, you read this letter?
Well, you left it on the table for anyone to read. He really loved your mom.
There are so many different guns here.
Fort Siloso currently hosts one of the largest collections of real guns in Asia. The British destroyed all their weapons on the island during the World War II. So all the guns here have been moved here from other gun batteries in Singapore, donated or salvaged. This one here, the 64-pounder, was in fact dug up from the ground when the Sentosa golf course was developed. These were abandoned before World War II.
So the driving range used to be the firing range.
This is Tunnel A, Fort Siloso's longest and largest fortified tunnel complex, relates to the gun emplacements located at the westernmost point of Sentosa Island.
Mr. Hing, are you all right? You look very pale. Is there a scary story associated with this tunnel from the past?
No, there's a scary story in my near future. You know what they say, right? What goes down must come up.
Come on, Mr. Hing. Some exercise will do you good. I imagine Fort Siloso must have put up a good fight here.
The gun at the end of the tunnel engaged a Japanese troop vessel once and sank it. The fort assisted in the destruction of the oil installation on Pulau Bukom and Pulau Serabuk to prevent their falling into the Japanese hands in World War II.
So, how did it fall?
Quite peacefully. If you want to know more, we should go to the next stop.